Alright, today we are going to be starting a new series of videos, which is going to be how to touch up your car. First, we're going to start off by touching up your windshield wipers, which, as you can see, are not the prettiest.
Got paint coming off, and it just looks bad.
It just looks terrible. And I know you're looking at the car and you're like, well, this is this. Well, this is my donor car, for my nicer car that we're going to be taking these off of just in case we mess them up.
I need to get back.
Yeah, you do.
No, the periphery wasn't good enough.
The only tools you're going to need, most likely, is a screwdriver, and depending on the car, mine's a 13mm wrench. Anyways, first what you're going to start with is you're going to pop your lines off for your washer fluid, and then you're going to pop these little cover tops off like so. Put them where you won't lose them or crush them, right underneath the hood.
You have a low battery.
I do. And then what you want to do is take your wrench and take off these bolts. And then I took these off earlier just for the sake of knowing exactly what to do. You may need a puller like we did. We had a small battery puller. Oh man, this one's stuck on already. But you may need to get a puller, which I may have to do once again to take it off, because these are tapered splines and get really tight on there like that.
Fair enough.
It sounds horrid, but I promise you, unless you actually do break something, you're not breaking anything.
Yeah, like your wrist.
Oh, that's a sprayer.
Huh.
And it's broken, I think.
Well, we can accredit that to the car that's been out in the weather for so long, just sitting and rotting away.
Well, we're not gonna have sprayer on that side.
Fair enough.
We don't need those sprayers. Anyways, next what you're gonna want to do is take off your blades. You press like this, and you pull just like that.
Yeah. 1 second. Let's get a better close up.
Sometimes they can not want to come out completely like that. What you're going to want to do is you're going to kind of like take your lines and just kind of hide them up underneath, like this one. This one just kind of clips on here like this. So you just want to kind of be careful because these do break. Take it off, just kind of loop it in through there like that, and when you go to paint, you'll just tape it off. So just kind of tuck in your lines there. For like this one, you can just pull it off here at the Y if it wants to come off. But you know, just kind of find a place to tuck in your lines so that you don't get paint on them. Like that.
What happens if you get paint on them?
Nothing really, it'll start cracking because when paint bends without heating it up, it cracks and it looks bad.
Not mad.
Not mad. It's not mad, it's bad. But like here, when you have sprayers on your windshield wipers, usually there's a clip right here. I don't know if you guys can see it very well. There's a little tab. You just want to pull away from there where that clip is.
It really could be different.
Slide.
Like
it
any
really
make
could.
or model. I mean,
it really could. All I have to say is just be careful.
Just gotta get a little bit of finesse.
Don't break stuff like I do.
Try not to use your elbow grease. You know, just leave that canned up. That can stay in the shed.
Yeah. We don't use that stuff anymore. That's for old vehicles. So I completely spaced off filming me sanding them and masking them off. But what you're going to want to do you're going to want to go ahead and sand them. I know these have paint on them, but like on the ones that I'm switching them out for, see how it's got like that right there, and there's like rough spots. You might have to fade that out and stuff. So you know, just kind of make it look good, and it's all up to you how good you want them to look. And then you just go ahead and mask them off. Mask off the lines here, and then go ahead and mask off the insides unless you want to paint those. Mask off the lines again, like I said. But just do a good job. It'll be worth it in the long run. But now, when you're ready for paint, like I am now, I've already gotten 2 coats on this one, 1 coat on this one. You want to go in light coats. As you can see, you can still see through the paint. You want light coats. This one's 2nd coat, so it's starting to look really glossy and really good. So, you know, I'm gonna probably go 3 coats. That's just what I want to do, but it's all personal preference, and we'll see when they're done. Now that you're done painting them and leaving them sit for about 1 to 2 days to let them cure, all you want to do is unwrap the tape. Alright, so I figured now that these ones won't come off, I figured I'd go ahead and show you guys how to use this method to go to a puller, since it's small enough for this. Just any puller that's small enough for that would work. First, for my car, you want to pump the hood. Now that you have the hood up, we can see if I can sit this in the engine bay somewhere. Alright, you guys can see. Alright, so you have your point right here, the bolt that goes through, and then there's splines underneath there. There should be a shoulder on there. What you want to do is hook these little prongs to the shoulder. If you have to back this off, go ahead and do that. Alright, so now that I have this in here like that, you may scratch your bottom of your hood, but that doesn't really matter unless you have a nice car. So, one of the biggest things is getting centered on the nut, or the bolt here. It's one of the biggest things here, actually. If you're not centered on it, you can really mess some things up. Now, I just realized that I'm not quite on the shoulder like I should be, so I'm going to go ahead and back off, get back on the shoulder, and then continue. Make sure that you're centered. Again, I stress it that you're centered on this. Pop like that. It might scare you, but that's what we need right there. And then it will just come off. And that's how you get it off with a puller. Alright, so changing your wiper blades from, say, one to the other, it's quite simple, or just putting your wiper blades back on. I'm just going to go ahead and show you how to take them off. What you're going to do is there's a tab inside here. You can't really see it right there. You can see it through the air. Push up on it and slide down, and then just kind of rotate and pop out. And depending on your wiper, like older vehicles, they have a different style, but on these ones it's just like that. So that's how to pop it off. What I want to do is reverse what you just did. Slide it up and through. Be careful of your paint job. And make sure you push. It'll lock in place. You can check it real quick by wiggling it. And that's in. Now all you have to do is pop on your tabs here, like this up here. You just pop that on like it was before, like you popped it off. Then you check for any other tape that you missed, like I did right down here on the splines. Now that you're back up underneath the car, if your car's dirty enough, you can see the previous windshield wiper mark. I happen to live on a dirt road, so I have that to my advantage of having dirty vehicles. So I will just do that, slide it on, and it'll go right into place without any fuss, which is awesome to my advantage. Or you can also adjust yours if they're a little high, because it does look like this one is taken off because it does sit a little high on that side. But that's all you really need to do. I'll come back when we go to bolt these back on. I stress this a lot when I say that these sprayers, if you have them on your wipers, you need to be very careful about them, because I did break this one off. These plastic dealies sit out in the sun and they get very hot and they get brittle and they break. I'm going to rob one off of my good one, or my ones I'm going to now have professionally painted, and I'm going to put it on here for the temporarily, and then put it back on once I get the good ones. As you can see, this is a great weekend project that makes your car look so much better, and it adds an additional 5 horsepower. But seriously, this project is easy and cheap, and if you're trying to sell your car like me, it will make it look a ton better to the seller. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I would love to make more videos. Just please comment what you want to see in the description. Alright, stop the video.
I don't know how.
Hit the red button or hit whatever button you hit.